full overload gear Liberalio is now in my possession, and in today's video we are going to see how crazy she is. Now I will say, unfortunately, I do not have more rocks, so my Liberalio is still a bit like butchered. I could up on Rebuke's account maybe after this and see like if he has a decent build overload gear Liberalio. Like mine's is fairly built, but it's not like what I would want it to be, right? Obviously elemental damage, crit rate, like the elemental damage is good there, and I'm unlocked that, but the percentage is low and the crit rate is completely useless. So this roll is kind of still needs to be fixed. This one has hit rate, elemental damage, and charge damage. The charge damage and the elemental damage, okay. The hit rate is completely useless. So I feel like for a sniper, she's gonna hit regardless, so it doesn't really matter for me. Charge speed and elemental damage, again, that's fine, but like I don't necessarily want charge speed with this character, right? I feel like I want my attack percent and my elemental damage, and then I would even take charge damage over the charge speed at this point, right? Realistically, and then charge damage and charge speed, like this is okay, but again I would want my elemental damage and attack percent. So there's a lot that this character could really work on and stuff like that. I just do not have any rocks or anything like that. So she is 10-10-10, of course. And then she also has the bashing cube on her. I think that's the cube I want to go with her, bashing cube or a resilience cube. It's really up to you. I'm only gonna go with this cube because she will get her bullets back, and we're gonna reload with thing on the team regardless. So let's go ahead and try out in a lot of things. We're gonna try out in PvP, in PvE, in just general content, I guess. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so I want to try out a full win team, and that is going to obviously have freaking Blanca Noir. The reason why I want to put Blanca in here is because when you use her burst skill, she actually gives all damage, or all allies have a damage taken buff increase, which is just going to be insane with Liberalio. Because when it comes to mobs, I think if after testing her like a bunch so far since the release, I would say Liberalio is the best mob clearer in the game. Well, I haven't really tested her against Vesti for that, so I'll have to wait before I say that, but it's not the best, second best guaranteed. Like when it comes to mob clearing, these characters are on a different level. She is on a different level. I wouldn't say she's the strongest character in the game, but she's definitely up there, either like the top 3 or top, I would say she's probably the 3rd strongest character in the game, only because Rappy seems to still hit harder than her with her respective type advantages and stuff like that. Right, because Rappy always did hit very hard, right? That was something that she did definitely, like, you know what I'm saying? She did hit hard, but you guys see her now. When it comes to mobs, this character is another level because of the insane buffs she gets while having a 925%. Like she's going to be so strong in PvP, which is that's the most I'm excited to try out in. Because Scarlet right now is SSS in PvP for her AoE nuking. But this character gives herself an attack damage buff and a 50% attack damage buff. I believe she gives herself a 20% attack damage buff when you just use a full charge, right? Or am I wrong? When you attack the target's core. Now I don't know if like in PvP they have target's core. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they have that in PvP. She's not gonna get this in PvP either because there's no stage target in PvP. She's gonna get the 50% attack damage buff and the 160% attack buff when using her AoE of final attack. She's gonna be so nasty in PvP, right? But I think you guys can see with overload gear, this character is a different breed, right? Now obviously there's no more mobs here, which is unfortunate, but like she hit, what was that, 20, is that, she's hitting 8 million there. She hit 9.9 million there. The first hit there was 20 million on a core hit crit. Isn't that crazy? Like you guys, she's 17 million on core hits without a crit, right? That's that insane attack buff she has for those first 3 seconds. 17 million on a core hit, no crit. How much here? 20 million on a core hit, no crit. Y'all, that's the thing about her. She's really strong. She's really strong. Like really strong, right? I think when it comes to farming and stuff like that, like PvE, she is definitely going, I say farming, I'm thinking wrong game. When it comes to like trying to push through PvE content, like if you need an AoE clear, her and Vesti are going to be a great combo, and I can't wait to do that video, which I am definitely going to do on Rebuke's account. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky. I thought maybe I would get Vesti off these tickets. So far, I haven't gotten her, and I'm only missing 4 characters in the game. I'm missing Brady, I'm missing Yunwa and Vesti and Milk. Everybody else I own in the game, right? And I'm going to try to stick with that trend. Obviously, I don't want to have to miss out on any other characters, because like at times like this is where I would want to show. You see, this is why as a YouTuber I want to have all the characters, right? Because then I could try out the characters I want to try the new characters out with. This is the one reason. Was that 30 million on a core hit? Like, these are normal attacks, by the way. Like, okay, what's her buff at? Okay, wait, let me, okay, we're in a full burst, right? We didn't use her burst skill, but right now she has 12% attack buff from Noir, 20% attack damage buff from herself, a 231% attack damage buff for herself continuously. Like, that's supposed to be the entire game, by the way. So against bosses, she's just too strong. She has Little Mermaid's attack damage buff. She has Bubble Order's attack damage buff, a 160% attack buff. Yeah, she's strong, and she doesn't have her. She's like, Scarlet Black Shadow's also an AoE character, mind you, right? But the thing is, Scarlet Black Shadow's distributed damage, right? So Scarlet Black Shadow's number is just her base number, right? Compared to this character who has an AoE that's just AoE. So, like, let's say Scarlet Black Shadow does a total of 50 million with her AoE on one target. That's gonna split between every single person if there was multiple. So rather than it being, if there was 5 enemies instead of 1, instead of it doing 50 million to every individual enemy, it's gonna do 10 million to each enemy on the field. Where if Liberalio did 50 million to one enemy and then there was 5 enemies, she would do 50 million to each individual enemy. Like, she's crazy. That's crazy, right? Now, obviously against bosses, this is where, let's see, right? I went in here with the same team. I should change it out for, what's her name? I should probably change it. We could keep this team, I guess, full win team. I want to show something different than what you guys already been seeing for probably every other channel in the game, and also me as well, which is just like the new character with the Monsters Tree. I want to try some new compositions on and stuff like that for you, so I'm gonna do my best to do that for you guys in this video here. We're gonna try crack it with a different team as well, more not like a meta team, see how good this character is. But is she stronger than Scarlet Black Shadow? Yeah. Is she a must-have? I feel like, personally, like I said in my last video as well, I think every single character, yeah, look, that's what she's doing against Scarlet Black Shadow right now. I think every single character in the game that is there's 5 characters in the game that are the strongest DPSs for each individual type, right? You have Rappy for both, actually there's 4, because Rappy is the best, strongest for fire, and she's the strongest for iron. You have, obviously Liberalio for wind, you have the winter Dorothy or the summer Dorothy for water, and then you have Cinderella for electric. You get what I'm saying? Those are the 4 characters I believe every single person should have, because they are the absolute best in their typings when it comes to damage. The only thing is, there are other characters in each of these typings, well, maybe not electric so much, but there are other characters in every other typing, and maybe not water either. But again, there's different characters in every typing where if you already have them, you don't necessarily need them, right? If you have Scarlet Black Shadow and you have Asuka and you have Nayuta and Little Mermaid, that is more than enough for you to get by with any win content in the game, or any content where win characters are type advantage. That's more than enough, right? The only thing is that you're not going to have the absolute best, right? You're not going to have the absolute best, but you are going to have thing. Mind you, I don't think Noir, I think Noir is getting that buff, is she? Or wait, let's enter a full burst, right? Is Noir getting that buff, or is it Scarlet getting that buff? She's getting that buff. Thing is getting that buff. My old thing is as well, she buffs up Scarlet. Liberalio buffs up Scarlet as well, right? So like having Liberalio and Scarlet Black Shadow is such a good combo, because if your team didn't consist of like multiple burst 3s and she was the only other burst 3 on the team, she buffs up Scarlet's charge speed, right? Obviously it's going to Noir here, because Noir has the lowest attack. But in the other video, my last showcase I did for her, that 50-minute one, I hope you guys enjoyed that 50-minute showcase, she was giving a buff to Scarlet Black Shadow, which is just crazy. because now not only is she hitting harder than Scarlet Black Shadow, but she's also buffing up Scarlet Black Shadow to hit harder as well, which is kind of like a good deal in my opinion. You get the new best win DPS, and then you still buff up the old best win DPS, where she's not too much like behind, right? Well, I mean she is like, my Scarlet is still more infested than my Liberalio here. That's like, Liberalio's hitting way harder than my Scarlet Black Shadow, and she's still like, Scarlet's way more infested than my Liberalio. The roles that my Scarlet has for her overload gear is what I want Liberalio to have, right? Liberalio has stuff that she doesn't need. I don't even believe Liberalio is getting her charge damage and stuff like that, because, right, is she? It says grants immunity to charge speed of effects. So this is probably just buffs, right? Because this is start of battle. So whatever you give her to her overload gear and stuff like that will matter. Like, it will affect her, right? Her charge speed is increased here. Her charge damage is increased here. I think what's so crazy is the additional damage. Like, that's something people are looking past. Let's look right here. She's doing 2 million. She just did like 1 million. That's 4 more times. So that's whatever the base number is plus 4 more hits. Or 5 more hits. Is it 5 or is it 4 more hits? Is it 5? 5 times. So it's whatever the base number is plus 5 more hits under that. I'm telling you, this Liberalio character is not fair. Let's go into PvP, because that's what I want to try out the most in. Because again, Scarlet, the regular Scarlet, is triple S in PvP, right? On a certain website's tier list, right? And same as Vesti, and these are characters who are there because of their AoE nuking capabilities. This character has to have the craziest nuking capability ever. So let me try to make a PvP team, and that's like something, and then we'll see. I'm gonna try to make it. Just give me a second. All right, so I built a PvP team. I need to start actually investing in my PvP characters, because my power is so low compared to a lot of other people's powers in PvP. But this is the team we got going on here, right? Obviously, Red Hood, freaking Biscuit, Jackal, and Nayuta. I like Nayuta in PvP because she can die for the first 9 seconds, and I feel like that's good. Let's go against this composition right here, just to kind of see how crazy this character is, right? That's really what I want to see, right? Is she able to just nuke them? Because the moment you enter a full burst, 160% attack buff, and if we're using her burst skill, she's giving herself a 50% attack damage buff on top of that insane AoE. So they're gonna try to go for Nayuta. They went for Jackal. I mean, the Jackal used their burst skill. Here's Nayuta's burst skill, and then Liberalio just bop. Yeah. And then let's see Liberalio's numbers here. Nayuta ended up doing the most damage. Yeah, but that's even going to be crazier, though. Nayuta has AoEs. Liberalio has AoEs, right? So my whole thing is, if you're running, let's try this team, right? This is a team where they're way more powerful than us, but I feel like the buffs that we are supposed to be getting, like the buffs we should be getting from this team, not the buffs, the buffs maybe that Liberalio gives herself should be strong enough, hopefully, to get the job done, I want to say. Let's see. Oh, because like, look, they killed Red Hood, but they can't kill Liberalio. Okay, wait. Oh, but she still did 1 damage. So the power, like, that's like, okay, so you can't just go for any team then, obviously, right? The actual power, like power and level matters, because they did no damage considering she used their burst skill, and they're like way, way, way higher. Okay, so I didn't think it did that in PvP. I've never like went for a super high team like that before in PvP. I didn't think they did that in PvP. I want to try going for something of a more meta team, okay? Something like this. Now, this is where I'm going to be a bit concerned, because they are like around the level or stuff like that, right? But they have Noah, which means if we get our burst skill while Noah has her thing up, how useful does Liberalio become? She should become strong still, right? Because like, I don't know. Her 160 attack buff is only for 3 seconds, so it's literally supposed to be an instant nuke type thing, right? But Nayuta, like I said, is a very good character herself, in my opinion, right? They're gonna go for Nayuta, bop, bop, and then there's Liberalio, but they had their immunity. You get what I'm saying? So they had their immunity, and then this is where it's like, you see what I'm trying to say? Having immunity does matter when it comes to thing. Right? So I could also, you know what? I'm gonna be petty and I'm gonna put my Noah here. Right? Where's my Noah? Do I not own Noah? Where did my Noah go? Oh, there he is. Noah, let's put you on the team. Oh, but I wouldn't be using your burst skill. Right? I wouldn't be using your burst skill. So no, let's put back Biscuit. Or I could be even funnier and put Crown. I'm gonna put Crown on the team. Because whoever uses their burst skill gets that insane buff, right? I'm gonna put Crown on the team. So this is the team we just fought, I think. I mean, this team has that composition right there, which again, I don't really like the immunity thing. But let's take a look and see if we can find another team. I think this is the team we just fought, actually. That Scarlet team. What else can we do here? What else could we do here? I mean, I could go crazy and do this, which is burst 1 Red Hood, burst 2 Nayuta, burst 3 Liberalio. That's just a big powerhouse team. Realistically, I don't see why I can't do this. It is a powerhouse team. Let's try it. Let's try it. Do I have anything for you on here? Yeah, I do not. Let's try this. It's a powerhouse team. It is a powerhouse team. Against this team right here, I don't think we're gonna win just because of the like immunity from Noah is so annoying because like we're trying to nuke, right? So when we're trying to nuke and we can't because they're immune, it becomes a problem, right? But they're gonna have so many buffs here. Come on, Nayu, Bob. The Red will just use her burst 1. That's a crazy attack buff she just gave, right? Not only that, Nayuta, Liberalio, they're all dead though. Because they have immunity and we don't. But Nayuta doing so much damage there. Oh my god, yeah, I can't keep fighting these teams that have immunity because it's just making it look silly. We're not getting anything off by fighting teams that have immunity, right? And obviously, like, it's the same, she's the same as Scarlet. So, like, just however you would counter that is how you would do it with her as well. Basically, just put Scarlet, instead of Scarlet, you would put Liberalio. But, yeah, her whole point is to nuke. That's my thing. I think her whole point is to just nuke, right? And with a team like this, for example, where there is no thing, right? If we get our burst skill off, bop, bop, bop. Well, did she use her burst skill? Nayuta just killed. So is Nayuta that strong? Nayuta, we might have to take you off the team. Oh my god, I have no more attempts. I have no more attempts. Nayuta, you might have to come off the team because you're taking the showcase. Like, what do we? You keep taking our showcase. Get off the team, please. I'm gonna use 100 gems if I have to. I'm gonna use 100 gems if I have to. I'm gonna use 100 gems if I have to. You know what? Let me copy this guy's team exactly. I'm gonna copy this guy's team right here. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna copy their exact same team. So like this, I think Helm is on that team, Cinderella's on that team, and then instead of Scarlet, Liberalio, yeah? But why would I want to use Cinderella over Liberalio? So like this. I'm gonna copy this exact same team. Sure. And then when I copy this exact same team, let me go ahead and give you a cube. I'm gonna copy the same team and see what this is looking like here, right? Same power basically. Who wins? Is it us or is it them? We do have an additional sniper on their team with obviously freaking Liberalio where they have an AR on their team. So I think our burst generation should be better. But let's take a look and see. Right? Okay, boom. There's immunity from Noah. Right, so we're invincible for 3 seconds, which booms, and they are too. And now it just comes down to like raw damage. And do we win or do they win? They looks like they win. Good lord, we lost. We lost. We lost. I couldn't even show the nuking capability. Like literally, none of these PvP showcases I can show the nuking capability because either Nayuta took it, right? Or like, what's going on? I'm not spending another gem. I'm not spending another gem. I'm not spending another gem. That's just silly. I can't showcase her nuking capability because of that. Oh my god, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I could not show her nuke capabilities, but it's fine. Let's go into a PvE, right, with campaign and stuff like that, just to see how that is, right? I'm gonna have a dedicated PvP video for her. Trust and believe, maybe. Well, if I don't forget to, right? I'm only saying that because it's like, yo, I wanted to see her PvP and freaking Nayuta took the spotlight as per. Now, if you're wondering, I don't know if I answered this video already, right? Between Nayuta and this character, who should you have on the team, right? Or who should you like go for? Who's the must summon character? I think Nayuta is still obviously the better character. Like Nayuta and Liberalio is a crazy combination, right? With Little Mermaid on that team, that's already scary. And then, you know, you just slap on whoever you want to slap on for that last role. Right, I usually slap on Crown, right? Because I think the best team in the game is this right here, and then whoever the DPS is in the middle, we can do this, and I'll show you guys. right? But like basically when Nayuta uses her burst skill, just expect everybody to be deleted. That's what I'm saying. When when Liberalio touches the screen and uses their burst skill, all these enemies are gonna be gone if Nayuta doesn't just nuke them herself. So boom, just deleted. Everybody deleted. And that's why she's gonna be so good in, I think, like Liberalio realistically will be triple S in every single content in the game. PvP, she should be triple S because of her nuking capabilities. Like, you can't say she's bad because of, like, you know, Noah having her immunity and stuff like that, right? Well, maybe, because, like, if I'm comparing her to, like, Anise, or if I'm comparing her to, like, Scarlet still has her attack buff for the entire game, where Liberalio only has it for 3 seconds. Vesti, on the other hand, I'm not too sure. I haven't tried her out myself, PvP, obviously. And then Anise has her thing for 10 seconds, which is useful. I don't know if they're... Okay, that's crazy. I don't know if they're going to rank... if we're going off just Pride Win, I don't know if they're going to rank Liberalio triple S in PvP, but I think double S is probably where she's going to go, right? If not triple S, right? But low deficit, high deficit, she should be triple S there, because mobs is just deleted with this character 110%, and bosses, she's way too strong. Like, none of that shit matters when it comes to bosses. She's way too strong. So yeah, I would definitely say like, that's crazy. She's literally just doing what Vesti does. She literally, when you use her burst skill, she does what Vesti does. And with the addition of Nayuta on that team, like, this is like probably my favorite. Like, this is gonna be my team. This is gonna be my team, right? Unfortunately, I'm not going for like LB3 Liberalio. I mean, I'll keep summoning on these banners until the banner goes away, right? And try my luck and stuff like that. But like, yeah, we use her burst skill, it's over. If I saved her burst skill for the final boss, right, instead of thing, or even like if I ran this team and instead of running Crown on, or Helm on the team, I ran like Scarlet Black Shadow on the team, that would be something else as well, right? I only rec Helm for that safety and that freaking yeah, but she's too strong. 163, she's too strong. And I know that the power difference isn't that great here for you guys to be like, well, Zxous is not that great, but it's like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's quite crazy. Like, we could put in Scarlet, like this Scarlet here, right? That way we're now with 200,000 power. Like, we're down 200,000 power. But I honestly, I think we could be down 400,000 power and this team would still nuke. That's what I believe, right?
Make me blush.
Right? But let's take a look. Right? So here we go. Bop, bop, and then boom, and then just dead. Everybody just dead. Right? Okay, she's dead. Oh, she almost died right there because of freaking that boss is going crazy. And then her regular damage, like, I don't want you guys thinking, oh, well, Liberalio only has her AoE and nothing. Her regular damage is crazy. Well, the thing is right now, though, like, look, Liberalio doesn't have her 120 or 130 or 231 attack damage buff because there's no boss on the stage. When a boss comes on the stage, which is that a stage target right there? That should have been one. The only thing is, did she attack it? No, so I guess I thought that was a stage target right there. Okay, go for the boss real quick. Okay, she just went for the boss, so now she should have it. Yeah, now her attack is just, look at that attack. Her attack is just OD. Look how much she's removing from the boss. Bop. It's just OD and then nuke. It's just dead. Nuke. That's what I'm telling you. She's gonna be strong. I mean, she is strong. She's definitely up there. She's definitely up there. I would say yeah, she's up there. I want to compare her to Cinderella here, where who's type advantage in this stage? Cinderella. So I'm going to compare her AoE to Cinderella, right? Like, who's going to do the highest out overall here, right? Where, you know, obviously Cinderella's type advantage and it's AoEs as well, mobs and stuff like that, versus Liberalio, who's not, right? Oh, even better. It's a stage where oh my god. This is gonna be something. I don't know if that's considered a stage target though. If that considered a stage target, can I see? It's not considered a stage target. So a stage target is just a boss. I thought because they had that icon, it would be considered a stage target. But yo, what am I seeing? And then like Nayuta has her AoE there. This is literally the best like anniversary with characters you could get. right? I know people are a bit disappointed because it's not like the #1 and #2 best characters in the game. But I think these two are so big, like they're going to be so like meta heavy for a long time. It's gonna be crazy. Cause anything that with a bunch of mobs and bosses, I'm using Liberalio. Anything with mobs and bosses, I'm using Liberalio, right? Like we could go against Harvester, for example, right? Like Harvester is a boss and a thing, right? Where she's not type advantage, but has mobs and stuff like that as well. I want to try her against Harvester. Who did more here, her or Cinderella?
This place too hath been clean.
She did, but Cinderella was close. But Cinderella's type advantage. Now Liberalio's not. Liberalio's not. Even Nayuta isn't. Like, you see how crazy these characters are? And look at the power difference. Almost 200k power from Cinderella versus 158 power, 168,000 power. What are we talking about? I'm telling you, this Liberalio character is a different breed of crazy. She really is, right? We could do this one as well, which I believe is going to probably be the battle defense, right? Or the the wall defense or whatever. Or is it also the base defense? Is it wall defense or base defense? Okay, it's wall defense. Or what do they call this one exactly? They're called defense battle, right? Any mobs here, deleted. Oh, unless, no, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that. Yeah, no, we don't have, well, we have a healer on our team, but obviously Nayuta's not like, you know, she heals a good amount, but her healing isn't gonna like bring us back to full HP. That's what I'm getting at. You get what I'm saying? But are these characters strong? Yeah, they're very strong. They're very, very, very strong. Way too strong. I think a team like this where you have that like constant AoE with Nayuta, and then you're just alternating between AoE with Liberalio and AoE with like your other character, like that's just not fair. That's just not fair. When she does that AoE and they just get deleted, that's not fair. She's doing 77, not 77. What did she do there? Like 7 million to each enemy there, right? Or something like that. I don't even know how much she did to each enemy there, right? But like, she like her using her burst skill and just nuking them is crazy to me. And then like Cinderella does the same thing kinda, but hers is random between like, you know, 10 different hits. It doesn't, like, it's not a full AoE, right? Compared to Liberalio's where anybody on the field gets deleted. Cinderella's is like thing, right? But is Cinderella better than Liberalio? Yeah, I would say she's better than her overall. I think Liberalio is just the best mob like DPS in the game. Like when it comes to mobs, that right there is not fair. Like she just did it. Oh my god, bro. Liberalio's not type advantage here, y'all. Cinderella's type advantage here. Liberalio isn't. So when it comes to mobs, like this is what I'm saying, right? When it comes to mobs, it's a different story because she doesn't even have true damage. Vesti does. Vesti ignores defense. This character is putting up with their defense and still nuking them like as if she's Vesti. That's why I think she's gonna be so crazy. I want to go against Harvester though. Before we like kind of wrap up this video, I want to go against Harvester and see how crazy she is against Harvester. Expect a lot of team comp videos today because she is a DPS, so there are a bunch of team comps we can try out with this character, and I do have some team comps now myself. But let's go against Harvester. I want to compete or put her up against the Summer Dorothy though, right? Because my whole thing is like, if she's like, you know what I'm saying, if she's hitting as hard as Summer Dorothy, we could put Nayuta on the team as well. No, let's leave Crown on the team. Let's have it be Helm is not a burst 3 on the team. Let's have it be Liberalio and Dorothy. Let's have Dorothy use her burst skill first though. Let's have this be the team. No Tove or anything like that, obviously, because we do cooldown reduction or whatever. And then Liberalio, mobs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, how crazy is she against bosses where she's not type advantage? Now, there's not that many mobs or anything like that, of course, right? There's not that many mobs on Harvester, but like, again, mobs in general, like just being able to be deleted like that is crazy. And again, if we look at Liberalio, she has that 100 or 231% buff, right? Remember, she actually gets a 160 attack buff for entering a full burst. You don't have to use her burst skill, right? She gets it for entering a full burst. So if we gotta go for the head though, let's go for Liberalio here, or with freaking thing here. So here's Liberalio, just deleted. It just deleted. All right, we have to go for the head here. That's what we need to do. Get rid of that damn head. Who's doing more here? Okay, that's crazy. She's not type advantage. She's not type advantage. Dorothy is, right? Obviously, I think Dorothy's still gonna hit harder than this character. Does this character have core anywhere? I'm not seeing any core anywhere. I don't know. I can't really tell. Oh yeah, she does have core. So if you can, oh yeah, there's a core right there, right? Remember, for every core hit, she's giving a 20% attack damage buff. So we should have that. Yeah, 20% attack damage buff for herself, not for everybody on the team. It's just for herself, right? So yeah, no, against bosses, like she's not even type advantage, and you could use her for this content. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see how crazy that is? She's not even type advantage here, and you can use her on this team. Right? Mind you, I don't have Naruto on this team, who, if I did, it would even be a lot better as well. For like mobs and stuff like that in general. But I think this Liberalio character is a different type of character. I do want to use Helm's burst skill just because like the healing or the HP. Yeah, BC, we're about to die right there. So Helm's burst skill right there is helpful. I see Helm's burst skill as an instant heal. Right? Like if you're low on HP, press her button and it's a guaranteed like instant heal for everybody. Right? But here we go. Excuse me. Say bless you in the comments for me, please. I think if we could get to stage 7 with this team where we're not using Helm's burst skill and we're using Liberalio as an on-field thing, we should be fine, right? We can actually, I think we can just use anybody here, right? Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And then there's 2 more. We're on stage 6 right now. If I get stage 7 with this team, then like that's all the rewards for anomaly interception, y'all. That's literally all the rewards for stage 7 or for like anomaly interception. So even if I could get to stage 7 with this team, I like that because that means I'm using a character who's not type advantage to get me there, right? It looks like we're actually gonna get there fairly easy. Bob, and then there's Dorothy. And we have like at least 2 more burst skills we can use. And I'm not even going for these bombs. We have at least 2 more burst skills we can use. Yeah, 20 seconds left on the clock and we're ready there. Here after this, like Liberalio is just gonna take us there. Literally. Yeah. 16 seconds left on the clock as well. We can still get a decent amount of damage done. But this right here would be the max amount of rewards you can get from an anomaly interception as well. She's not type advantage here. Right? Like Liberalio isn't type. Look how much more extra damage you got there. Liberalio isn't type advantage here, and that's her damage. She did 1 billion damage, no type advantage. Hello? Like what? She hit harder than, like, I know we're using her burst skill, but still. No type advantage, people. Hello? Hello? Elemental damage. Elemental damage. Elemental damage attack percent. Elemental damage. No type advantage from Liberalio. She's hitting 1 billion, bro. Yo, let's go to this. Like, I'm gonna run the original team, which is literally just what I was running before. No Naruto, just Scarlet, Black Shadow, and Liberalio, right? I want my shield with crown. I want my thing. I think I think this is gonna be crazy, right? The one thing I don't like is her sniper is not the same as like regular snipers. You have to charge. It's like kind of like Cinderella's, where you have to charge it first, then she does the auto attacks and stuff like that. I don't like that when it comes to the interception or interruption circle parts, because like it takes too long for me to like charge up and stuff like that before I can break it. So having Helm on the team kind of just ensures that I can get rid of that part. I don't know who's gonna hit harder here, Scarlet or Thing. There's no mobs here whatsoever, right? But we could take a look right here, see who hit harder. Scarlet, Black Shadow did, right? Yeah, there's no mobs or anything like that. Here I kind of expect Scarlet to hit harder, because like I said, Liberalio, she's still not fully built. Her overload gear, I didn't get lucky with rocks. I just did not. I tried my best. I was even seeing if I could like farm rock somewhere, but you can't. It's only a non-interception. Unless I bought the battle pass, or not the battle pass, the Naruto skin, which Naruto skin is actually her skin is actually out, And not only is she out, I am doing a giveaway for her skin, which will be announced November 25th. There's a video for that. You cannot comment under this video and expect to win. There's a specific video for that, or my Twitter post. If you guys still want to enter, you guys can do that. It's there for you guys for a reason. I don't think we're gonna die here. Okay, good. We did not die there. So I think with Naruto on the team, if we didn't die there with Naruto on the team, we would have already been at like stage 6, stage 7. Oh, 6, 7. I always do it. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. There's nothing wrong with it though. 6, 7. What's her damage? Yeah, see? He's pretty good. Oh wait, who used their burst skill last though? That will tell us. It was Scarlet Black Shadow. So yeah, Scarlet Black Shadow slightly hitting harder here. Which makes more sense, right? It makes a lot more sense here than it did anywhere does anywhere else. Just because like this is where like elemental damage matters the absolute most, and obviously that's something that my Liberalio is low-key lacking a bit. But obviously she's still putting up numbers. Like we're at stage 7 with this team. No Naruto as well, right? If I had Naruto on this team, we would have already been on stage 8, right? I think with like once I build up my Liberalio with Naruto on that team, I could probably like get the full clear, which again I don't necessarily need. I'm gonna have to cover there because I don't have a shield. I mean, to be fair, I think Helm would have died there. Like here we're gonna get stage 8 still, right? No Naruto, we're still gonna get stage 8 for sure. Literally we have 30 seconds left on the clock. Could we get this done in 30 seconds? That's the question of the day. Probably not. Probably it depends on how much damage you get, because we have core hits happening. Like that's happening, right? And again, I think Naruto with her AoEs would be good. I think if I was to use Naruto, I probably just wouldn't. Okay, this we're fine. I probably just wouldn't bring Crown on that team, I think, because I do need like a sniper. I do need a sniper for the interruption parts. We're not gonna get that clear, but you know, we were close. Again, without Naruto, we were very close without Naruto as well. Obviously Liberalio got the last burst skill there, but I think Scarlet's still gonna have. Oh, okay, Liberalio did. But she did get the last burst skill there, but it's not mobs, it's just regular AoE. But yeah, still. And again, like I said, Scarlet is more invested than my Liberalio, so. But still, that's quite crazy, bro. Liberalio is a different breed. She's definitely a different breed. All right, y'all. When it comes to Liberalio, what do you guys think? I think she's like a very, 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 very strong character. She's definitely up there for the strongest characters in the game. I think I would have to put her at probably 3 or 2. I still want to test her against Rappy, but like Rappy and her individual like type stages where she's type advantage and stuff like that, and even non-type advantage, if we're talking about like a solo boss, she's hitting harder than Liberalio. When it comes to mob, nobody's hitting harder than Liberalio, I don't think. I do want to test her and Vesty together as well, so expect that video sometime this week or next week. But yeah, I think Liberalio definitely is a very powerful character. She a must-have. I think you should have the best of every typing. But if I had to tell you her Naruto, I would say go for Naruto. I think obviously Naruto is just a better character in general. Not only does Naruto hit like very, very strong, not as strong as Liberalio, but not only does Naruto hit very, very strong, she's supporting and helping out your team in a very big way, right? And plus points if you have Liberalio and Naruto together. That combo is insane. AoE galore if you have Liberalio and Naruto together. So hey, let me know what you guys think about Liberalio. I hope you guys enjoyed this 40-ish minute video again. But it's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe for me and Liberalio. I'm out. Bye.